But we got some headlines in Times Square. A 15-year-old migrant from Venezuela decided he wanted to go and shoot his gun. I don't know what's going on out there in these streets of New York, but at this point in time, I'm going to say it. I think y'all deserve it. I think y'all deserve it. Y'all got rats the size of mice. Y'all got rats the size of cats. And not even the mice can keep them out. Not even the rats can keep these migrants out. And they don't care. They organize in gangs. They coming in robbing stores. They stealing from people. And you know what? The government is all so nice to just pay them monthly to stay there. And I know a lot of y'all are pissed, because I would be pissed too, but listen, y'all asked for it. Y'all asked for it. So this is what happens when you guys ask for stupidity. Let's tune in.
In New York City, a migrant teen who was arrested for shooting at Times Square on Saturday back in court. Meanwhile, the city is imposing a curfew at even more shelters. A new report reveals the moped crime spree goes far beyond the Big Apple. It's organized. Madison Allworth joins us live with the latest. Madison.
Good morning, Brian. A lot to get to today. New York is expanding a curfew for migrant shelters as crime within that community increases. The latest, a Venezuelan migrant accused of shooting an innocent bystander in Times Square and then firing at the police officer who was trying to arrest him, is now in court. The 15-year-old Jesus Alejandro Rivas Figueroa is being charged as an adult after prosecutors
Why
say...
do they choose to name themselves after Jesus if they doing the devil's work? That don't make no type of sense. Let's continue.
He tried to flee. The migrant and his mother, who started living in New York City migrant housing last year, packed up their belongings on Friday after the crimes, fleeing to Yonkers, where he was found 24 hours later behind a wardrobe. The alleged shooter being charged with attempted murder, assault, attempted assault, and
weapon possession. This is a 15-year-old kid. 15-year-old kid from Venezuela. He came over here. He thought he was about to be living the American dream, but he's about to be in the American prison system. This is absolutely sad. This is absolutely uncalled for, and this is what happens when single parents can't control their kids. It doesn't just run in the black family. It doesn't just run in the white family. It doesn't just run in the Spanish family. But this is what happens as a collective when single parents can't get it together. I can't get it together.
Weapons possession. But the problems expand far beyond that. With an increase in robberies perpetrated by migrants on scooters, we are now learning that the attacks may be coordinated and linked to large crime groups. One migrant telling the Post, quote, "It's much bigger than me. In a million years, I never thought you'd catch me. I've been going to Miami every 3 weeks, and it's much bigger than me." The Venezuelan
says it's much bigger than him. It's much bigger than him. He's been going to Miami every 3 weeks. They are already here. They're taking over. They're infiltrated. They're already planting their seeds. And it's going to be very, very, very disastrous. Very disastrous. It's only a matter of time before we see it. It's already been happening. It's already gotten pretty bad. But you know what nobody's saying? How did it get here? Why did it get here? And how are we going to stop it? Especially from the White House.
Venezuelan migrant is alleged to be a part of an illicit network that has been linked to robberies around New York City, Yonkers, New Jersey, and Florida, with proceeds being sent back to South America. Now, New York City is responding in part by imposing curfews on 24 migrant shelters. The curfews will be in place from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. But this represents just a fraction of the city's migrant population.
What is a curfew supposed to do? Oh my God, I'm a criminal, but I just got to be back by 11 p.m. That means I got so much time to do what I got to do. I just got to get back by 11. What is a curfew really supposed to do, y'all? What is a curfew supposed to do?
These new curfews cover around 3,600 migrants. And just to put that in perspective, there are currently 67,000 migrants in more than 200 facilities here in New York City. Brian?
So, Madison, it sounds like this Venezuelan gang has used the very lax border policies on our southern border to get these MS-13 people into the New York City area specifically to be a crime gang.
Yes, it does seem that that is the case, that they're taking advantage of an open border in order to not just to get here and to claim asylum, as obviously people are doing across the border, but to, in fact, be in a city where there are more lax DA policy and prosecution in order to perpetrate crimes that then send revenues back to South America.
So they've done their research. They know which cities they can get away with more.
This one.
Correct.
They sure have done their research, and they're 2 steps ahead of us. The damage is already done. They're already here. They already done what they wanted to do. They're already infiltrating, and they're still bringing stuff in. They're still bringing stuff in. They're bringing more people in, and this gang is just going to grow. More people are going to get caught. More people are going to be coming in. It's a matter of time, fellas, ladies. Get prepared. Get prepared. Sad situation.
Crazy. All right, Madison, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's also very interesting how she detailed how the kid who is accused of shooting at people and wound up shooting a Brazilian tourist 1 block from where we're sitting right over there when they were trying to steal a car, rather a coat. He knew that he had done something wrong. I mean, if he's at his house and he's hiding from the cops and they had packed up.
He's crying.
He was crying in that image. Yeah.
So he knew it. So the moped guys, so the Venezuelan gangs are setting up shop in the Bronx, robbing people in Manhattan, and selling it in Florida,
Here's the thing.
and moving around the country.
This is what residents in New York go through. You're scared to use an ATM. You're scared that someone's going to come in there and grab your money.
Yeah.
You're scared to ride the subway now because you're scared you'll get shot, just like happened in the Bronx last night. Then you're scared to go to Times Square. I remember we had a birthday party in Times Square, the movie theater, and I was really nervous about walking through there with my child. And we're terrified of it was subway, ATM, so many different fears that we all are going through. And these are things that you never used to think about. You shouldn't have to think about when you're in your city.
But it's
Get these illegal, unlawful people out of here. I don't care how old they are. If they're evil, get them out. I don't care how good they look. If they're evil, get them out. I don't care how much of them they are, how much families they are, how they look like a great family. They look so beautiful. Get them out. We don't want none of you criminals here. We've have enough of our own criminals. We don't want any more of you guys. It's just sad, man. I'm praying for the family. I'm praying for those that got involved with this shooting. Hopefully everyone is okay. Hopefully everyone recovers. Luckily, no one died in this situation.